Give me a second, my homie. Here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. My name is Casey.
My name is Sean. Just vibing right now.
I know it's a fucking vibe right now.
Yeah, man.
Sean, there's a lot of news happening. Around the world, aka COVID.
Boy, yeah.
I just want to share that I'm a weekend guy now, Sean. I don't do anything during the weekdays except clean, work out. That's about it. That's what I do. Clean workout. I make videos. I post it on TikTok. I have a good time. How are you doing? How was your week? Huh? Let's start with that. How was your Valentine's Day? What'd you guys do?
Oh man, my Valentine's Day was pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think like I mentioned before that, working in the culinary industry, more often than not, like we have to work on Valentine's Day. So
Yes, we do.
any experience that I've had with my wife has always been marginalized in some sort of way. It's like either like they can't do anything on the day of, or I'm doing things the day before, the day after, or if it is the day of, then it's super late, because we lived in New York and I was working in Jersey, and you're trying to scramble to do a little something. But this year like came together pretty cool. So what we did is, got a babysitter for the baby, sent her off.
Nice.
We got a hotel at the same, well, not the same place, unfortunately, because of 9/11. But when we went to high school together, and for our prom, they threw it at like this hotel that was like at the World Trade Center. And unfortunately, that hotel's not there, but there are some hotels in the area, so we rented a room there. And like we hung out. I ordered dinner for us way in advance, from a local restaurant. Was able to have that like taken care of, and literally like the old people we are, we literally Netflix
The
and
old
chilled.
people we are.
Yeah, we just Netflix and chill. Like,
Because that's what you do.
just enjoyed each other's company in a way that we specifically haven't been able to do since my lovely daughter was born. And like I said, like old people, we just passed out. But it was a good time. It was a good time. Just watching like African movies on Netflix. Like the old folks. Again, it was a good time, all things considered and COVID considered, it was very cool. And next day we got up, drove out of town to go pick up the baby, and then brought her back home. Good,
Nice.
good time. Exchange some gifts, but good time. Nonetheless. Looking forward to the Valentine's days of the future.
But you did plan it out. That was this.
Oh
what I
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
get.
Oh yeah. Everything
You planned this shit out.
Planned out. Even like for the restaurant. So in New York City, they just like reopened private dining, or not private dining, but indoor dining to 10%. But at the time, when I was making my plans, that wasn't really going to be an option. So this restaurant in particular for Valentine's Day, they had a specific menu, and you could place your orders a couple of days in advance just to confirm, and everything was executed well. It traveled well back to the hotel, which wasn't, it was like 10-block walk. So New York City blocks.
Oh, y'all walk.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I left her in a room, and then I went, to go get the stuff, and because where we happened to be, like it wouldn't have made any sense to like get in a cab to go get it. So I just hoofed it around, picked it up, brought it back again. Ate in a room. It was a good time, man. It's a good.
That is a good time. I went ahead and got my wife some flowers. But like it was really last minute though, because I couldn't get it because I was working that day. We were actually busy at the restaurant.
See, there we go.
we had 120 covers, Sean,
I believe
for
it.
that day. It was like as soon as 3 p.m. rolled in, 20 top, 30 top. Like we were pushing these out as it fills in, and it was literally nonstop. The way that we formulated the team was chef wanted to be on saute and finishing. Nick, who's the other chef, he's on grill and he's on setups, and I'm literally everything else. So I'm garde manger, I'm app, I'm dessert. So we were just like, we're just running around. Now I have the first two loads. I have appetizers and second course. So as soon as that ticket rolls in, I'm just like, damn it, I can't keep up. Because like, you know how it remember how our pantry station is, that little shelf, at least you can put a plate in.
Sure.
There's no such thing at that pantry station. It's like that mini one with the white cutting board. It's like the sandwich station.
How are you staging your stuff to get it out?
Yo, I had it like pyramid style. Does that make sense? Like I put the plates just tiered up, and I was just like, y'all got to keep feeding me plates. Like I cannot keep going back to dish, because I literally have the first two things. These two guys will be okay because as soon as they see the tickets, they can preset. They're fine. As soon as I see it, I need to make it like right there and then. But anyway, that was cool, and we managed to. It was all good. Even though it was busy, we did. Whoever was running the show in the front managed to pace it in a good manner. So smooth sailing, and then I finally got the flowers after work. However, I did want to do a quick shout out. Now I did order some sweets, Sean, and this was two weeks in the making. And this is my homie. Steven Colucci. I know his wife. I went to we grew up together back in high school. But this is her husband, and he's a pastry chef. I ordered the little Valentines package from them. They came, and let me see if it's still there. So you can kind of see it. Here we go. This little package right here. So this is what came in. It's a pretty dope little setup.
Those are really nice, man.
Yeah, man. And that's exactly how they look like.
Leopard printed cookies. Those are really dope.
I think these are all chocolate. I couldn't have any of them. I was only able to get these two, which was fire. Like straight up shout out to these guys. It was a beautiful, just like a beautiful thing altogether. But yeah, that's what I did.
That's fire, man.
We had a good day. I literally fed Caitlin food. I was like, what do you want? And I made her food. And then I brought home some stuff from the restaurant because it was Sunday, right? It was either we feed it all or the staff kind of takes it home because it's going to sit there for a couple of days.
Sure.
Because it's closed. The country club is closed. We took some home, fed Caitlin. She's like, oh my God, I got appetizers. I was like, I got a full meal planned out right now with flowers. She's like, oh my God. I was like, I know. I'm so thoughtful. Thank you. But yeah, planned that out for a bit. But I wasn't expecting to bring home a lot of those food back home. So that was a bonus altogether. But yeah, not too crazy, man. Like I said, I am now a weekend guy. It's only Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it. Nothing else. I don't think I've cleaned the house several times today.
I was gonna say I can see myself in your floors from here. Yeah. And in between, I was doing some squats. I was doing some push-ups. All right. I see you.
Trying to get swole.
Working on the summer sexy. I see it.
Trying to get swole. I just said the word swole, Sean. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, are we ready for some Tech Tuesday? Do we have some Tech Tuesday?
Yeah, we got some Tech Tuesday.
Yeah? All right, let me run it back. Like I said, we're almost, the only other thing for March is what? St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for the most part.
Tech Tuesday. Sean's Tech Tuesday.
Sean's Tech Tuesday on a Thursday. February 18th.
Yeah, almost never on a Tuesday at this point.
Nah, I know it's never on a Tuesday, but it's
oh man,
it's the thought that matters.
It's
right?
Tuesday in our hearts, right? It's Tech Tuesday in our hearts. So Yeah, we got a few stories for this
Hit me
week's
up,
Tech
Sean.
Tuesday. Yeah. So, a new report claims that Facebook is planning to release its own wearable next year, a smartwatch
I'm sorry?
to take on the Apple
Wearable?
Watch. Yeah. It's going to offer fitness features and messaging using Facebook services.
What? Because we need more of that stuff,
We
right?
need
It's just-
them. Yeah. The rumors are saying that Facebook intends to sell the watch a little bit later on this year. And it's going to be another piece of hardware, right? That they make because they make portal video calling devices
do.
and the Oculus VR headsets. They don't really have firm details on it just yet, but they're saying it's going to have workout monitoring, and there's going to be the option to communicate with a trainer directly through the wearable.
Oh.
And
So like an Apple Watch.
Yeah, partner up with some other services like Peloton. And they're saying like the first revision of this thing is going to run on Android, but more than likely
Android.
after that they'll build an operating system specifically for the device.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well then, go Facebook, I guess. I don't know. I don't really use Facebook except for our pod.
I guess moving along to more things you can strap to your body. This is a few weeks old at this point, but Apple is intending to release a VR headset of their own. And the insiders are saying this thing is going to have dual 8K displays and cost somewhere around $3,000. Casey, are you willing to put up 3 stacks for an Apple VR headset?
Well, truth be told, no. I don't think it's necessary. I don't even think I want to do VR just yet. Like it needs to be, in my opinion, I think it's 10 years too early, in my opinion.
I mean, that's
VR just me though.
Headset, like I said, I mean, mine is gaming focused. I got the PlayStation VR. It's not the end all, the be all end all in that space, but it works pretty well for what it does. My biggest issue, and I think I brought it up in the past on the show, is that I think what it's going to really take for VR headsets to go a bit more mainstream is they have to not be as clunky, and they need to they need to almost be like AR headsets, like augmented and fit more naturally into your everyday lifestyle, right? Like when I use the PlayStation VR, and I have it in at this point a year and a half. A year and a half is about right. Like you're immersed in the VR environment, but you're cut off from everything around you. So
that is true.
What Apple is looking to do, and what Facebook has done with Oculus, and Valve has done with their headsets, is push the gap in terms of technology. But again, personally, I just feel like they need to get it smaller and make it exist a little bit more seamlessly in your life. Like if there were glasses like the ones you are wearing, and you could like shift into some sort of like VR or AR mode, that would be the best case scenario.
Yeah,
but
that'd be cool. Like I said, I think it's 10 years too early.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some really, really interesting software developed for the tech. Hey,
she's home. Look at that, finally home.
A wild Caitlin sighting in real time.
I'll make it.
Hi, honey, I'm home. But yeah, so that's what Apple's got going on.
Wow.
Today,
$3,000.
NASA's Perseverance rover landed safely on Mars.
I'm not even gonna try to spell perseverance. I'm just gonna type NASA. Here we go. I think we got it.
Yeah, so the landing
that's pretty
happened
crazy.
exactly 12:56 p.m. Pacific time in Earth, but in real time, the Perseverance lander was on the ground about 11 minutes and 20 seconds earlier. That's roughly the latency it takes to send signals back and forth from Earth. Yeah, so this rover is supposed to last on Mars for a year.
Wow.
On Mars, or at least a year of Mars time, which is about 687 Earth days. But
Okay.
if history is, repeats itself, NASA will probably be able to operate the Mars rover significantly longer than that. Yeah, man.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like,
So are we
specific.
talking like are we all gonna jump ship to Tesla and just go to Mars? Is that what it is now? Is that what
I
that what
mean,
the talks
they need
are?
to get some real data back from this thing before we get there. Where they're sending it to specifically is the Jezero crater, and Earth scientists believe that that spot was once covered with water. So when then where there's water, there's potential for life to arise. So hopefully the rover will be able to discover signs of past life in the crater, which would be a pretty big deal.
That would be a really big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
well,
this
then.
one is cool because
Go
like this
NASA.
drone has, or rather the rover has a small helicopter built on side that can extend the range of the rover.
Give me
pretty dope.
1 second, Sean. I
No
lost
doubt.
I lost a bit of audio here. I do not know why.
Oh boy.
Why is it doing it to me? Okay. Can you talk for me? Give me a second. There you go. I can hear you back.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, it clips out, but I don't know why. But that is okay. Is that all we got for Tech Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean the last thing was a video game thing, but I'll
You
just
want to do
drop it
video
really
game?
quickly. So yeah,
Okay, let's do it.
Microsoft has been making some regular updates to their operating system for the new Xbox consoles, and one of these new features is called FPS Boost, which is frames per second boost. So on top
FPS
of supporting backwards compatibility for older titles on the machine, now they've rolled out a feature that thus far works with 5 older games, namely Far Cry 4, Sniper Elite 4, UFC 4, Watchdog 2, and a game called New Super Lucky's Tale. And what this will do is take software that was initially designed to run at like 30 or 60 frames per second and double that.
Wow.
Without
make it smoother.
yeah. And this is gonna, this is without altering the game code, and this is going to, give you that scalability and flexibility without, impacting the gameplay. So, it's pretty cool to see that, the software engineers over at Microsoft are finding ways to, give and breathe new life into some older titles. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Almost like a backwards compatibility kind of thing, when fine tuned it, kind of sort of. I dig it.
Yeah. I mean, you get sometimes on PC you get that where if you're playing an older game on a new PC, you get a performance boost, just because the horsepower of your machine is, significantly faster. But sometimes older games in particular are coded to run with specific timings, and then when presented with faster hardware, things break. But the way this is supposed to work is to give you the benefits of increased performance, but also give you stability. So it's something that they have rolled out with these 5 titles, but it's something that I hope that they continue to build upon for the future. So shout out to the Xbox platform for realizing the value of an older video game collection. I'd like to see it. I'd love to see it.
It's all about that whole new thing, man. I mean, if you can drastically increase an FPS on anything, it would just make it feel so much smoother. And you're like, wow,
Yeah.
it feels like a new game kind of, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, you want it to be responsive. You want it to be smooth, and that coupled with advances in display technology, it's only going to make things feel and look better. So, yay for that.
Yay for that. Definitely get it. Okay. That is pretty awesome. Let's go on ahead. Let's go on ahead and get some memes, Sean, if you don't mind. Let's get I got some quite few tasteful ones. Is that I can't English right now.
Tasteful memes.
Here we go. We are starting it off with Meetan, the hot chili waitress, that I would like to order the chicken nuggets. Sean, how do you feel?
You know what?
Doesn't have to
feel
be Chili's.
This really resonates with someone. I have
Ruby Tuesdays.
Unfortunately, never encountered the hot goth Chili's waitress.
No. Yo.
Yeah, nah, man. I can't remember the last time I went to a Chili's. But also,
you know what it
ones
is, because
I probably would frequent don't have hot goths.
You didn't come with us when Ruby Tuesdays was open next door when we used to drink. This was before before we were managers. There used to be like 6 of them literally next door. But yeah, this rings a bell. Moving on. Top 40 memes. Uses the last of the juice. Doesn't say anything. Sean, can you explain what you're seeing? Just really quickly. Just
this is
explain to me what this is.
This guy looks incredibly green. He looks like a rookie cook. And using the last of the juice sucks because you need to, render down some meat to make it. And if you don't have any, then there is none. So it's not even to give anyone the opportunity to start the process over, and produce a meal in the way it's supposed to.
Definitely. Juice spelled J-U-S, like
J-U-S.
a juice.
Yes.
Like the drippings of a protein, pretty much, like most typically like beef or chicken.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one while my browser loads. How you see it, how chefs see it. This is fairly common.
This is the truth. All right. So the how you see it is an empty milk crate, and how chef sees it is like a leather-backed lazy boy recliner. That is the truth.
That is the truth. If we can get a moment, let's just sit down on our busy day. It feels so spoiled. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I can sit for like 2 seconds.
What are other things in the kitchen that you have sat down on?
I mean, what we sat on, was it the CO bottles when they're empty?
The CO bottles, right? You got like empty bucket.
The empty bucket. That's another one.
Dishwasher rack.
Or my favorite is the trash bins, the Slim Jims, but upside down.
There you go. Yeah.
Because it's like it's narrow and you can fit it in like a mini corner, so you can have your own little space. Fits your both butt cheeks fairly nicely. So hey, I'm all about it. But definitely.
And if you're an OG, you can sit on the back of your own heels. Yep.
I mean, not necessary to do that anymore, but used to as well. We got a few more here, Sean, really quickly. All day, every day. But when the kitchen does, I mean to put it a little higher. Servers mess up tickets all day, every day. But when the kitchen does, all hell breaks loose. Hashtag TPC. I don't know what that is, but
I'm lost on the hashtag, but the sentiment is there. Yeah. There's a greater or a slimmer margin for error for the cooks than there is for the servers in most establishments.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to ring in their steak. That's well done. Can you just
when did they
on
order
the fly,
it?
Please?
Half an hour ago.
Well done steak. Thanks. Okay, sure. No, absolutely, no problem. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can get it to you in 2 minutes if you really wanted to, but you don't want to know how it gets there in 2 minutes. But yes. A few more here, Sean.
Sure.
I need to start saving money. when I get paid,
Just
and it's a
lighting
photo of
dollar bill
magician.
on fire.
Yeah, this reminds me of that commercial. Remember, I think it's not Allstate. The old guy. So go, not fast enough with the dollar bill, like he's fishing for it. I forget what commercial that's from, but it's almost the same manner. This is pretty much every other week for all our cooks. Like, oh my God, I'm so broke, and then you get the money. You're like, oh, here we go. Let's just down it at everywhere else. A couple more. And then we'll get into the food news. This is one of my favorites. Definition of hot behind. This is a common phrase that we say. A chef's slang in the fast-paced ballet of cramped kitchen spaces. Cooks let their workers know they are moving behind them, so there are no unnecessary collisions when carrying knives, heavy hotel pans, and pots of burning liquid. The usual call is hot behind. Sean, can we explain this really quickly? Hot behind, or I mean, just behind. Don't even have to say hot behind.
I mean, I feel like when we work together, everyone just said behind. It is crucial that you are communicating with easy to hear and short, easy to understand phrases when it comes to just being in that space, because like kitchens are hot, they are wet. Everyone is using the metal utensils of varying degrees of sharpness, and one miscommunication can, lead to an accident, and hopefully that accident doesn't lead to significant bodily harm or death. So when you're moving around the kitchen, you need to say behind or hot behind or whatever phrasing works in your particular establishment, but behind,
it's just behind.
Is
once
pretty universal.
Once you get good enough and you're working with somebody for so long, you kind of tend to know how they move already. So after a while, like the both of us dance together, almost to we won't even have to say it. We just like you see it already in your brain how you're gonna move.
You can sort of. It's just like
and
being on a sports team, right? Like you're gonna intuit the other person's moves and purpose, and then adjust your moves and purpose the same way. But for all those reasons I mentioned before, and especially the one I left out is like language barriers. Like behind is what you need to say, because if you don't know, you'll know soon enough.
I want to show you the scar, but I don't think you can see it on the little camera here. We had one cook. All he had to do is say behind. Literally, all he had to do is say behind. I turned around and the oven was open. I was an ovens team, and my forearm managed to catch the inside of a 500-degree oven. And let's just say, happy days.
Yeah, man.
And he got fired. But anyway, the last one here, Sean, I figure we end up on a big note. Dream big, work hard, stay focused, surround yourself with good people, always.
Yeah, man.
Always.
Universal.
For anything. It doesn't have to be the kitchen. It just stay focused. Okay. And then finally, just into Monshishi news. Nothing too intense. I was trying to say, Aldi still hasn't given us our checks, Sean. I haven't.
Man, I'm looking for that, man. I need that.
I know. I'm looking for that too, man. Like,
Aldi, where y'all at?
They're stiffing us up pretty hard. I don't know why. I didn't say anything. I was all Aldi. I was pro Aldi all day. I just want to say that I was pro Aldi. I love you guys. But some of your products are, but anyway, like I was saying, in the beginning of COVID, people were like, oh, the restaurants will be fine. They are not. I just want to reiterate, if you can order, hold on, let me bring it a little more personal. If you can order at your favorite restaurant, do not order on a third party. If you can, always order at their website, or if they have a specific app, if you can call them, because the third party apps take about 20-30% cut, and that's not enough to cover costs. That's basically you're giving the food for free. Like that 20-30% is your margin of just getting just a smidget of something, and the third party app is already taking it. So you're at a loss whenever you do get a little bit of delivery. But anyway, let's bring it up. These are some of the chains that have closed, will be closing, and some of them have already closed, period. Steak and Shake. I've never heard of this. Sean, have you heard of a Steak and Shake?
I've never been to one, but I've heard of Steak and Shake for sure.
Never heard of it. Locations closed or closing 82 since the beginning of the pandemic. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Burger King, now they've closed hundreds, and I mean hundreds. Now the company owns thousands of restaurants. These guys are just like McDonald's, so they're all over the place, just either downsizing or getting something else, but they are closing a lot of the stores because not enough currency. Dunkin' Donuts, we knew this. This was like the biggest kind of news, at least here in the Northeast. We're addicted to this stuff, like we really are. So much so that Boston, like Massachusetts, runs off Dunkin'.
Because most of their traffic is going to be for morning commuters, and
correct.
With a significant part of the population now shifting to work from home exclusively, it's a lot of donuts and coffee that isn't being sold at the Dunkin'.
Yeah, but what was it, closed or already closing 700 locations? Dunkin' Donuts. Now they only have about 9,000 locations here in the U.S. alone, but a lot of that has closed.
8,000
so let's
of
just
them are
say
in Boston.
Yeah, pretty much, like literally all in Boston. So Boston is taking a hit. Couple more. I just do want to get a rifle off some Pizza Hut. There's an actual Pizza Hut right there in the corner of my street here. These guys are few rare in betweens. Like they still have some flag store.
The one that's near my parents' house is no longer with us. I was really surprised when I drove up to visit.
Yeah, lots of closing. Starbucks. Now this is an interesting one because they closed 500, but they will be reopening over 800 for like a smaller, more niche locations, focusing more on the delivery side. So they're reshifting their focus to combat the COVID pandemic kind of thing. So that's a big move to them. Like I said, also McDonald's closed several locations. Ruby Tuesdays, the restaurant next door to us actually have closed. IHOP, I don't think there's too many people that actually go to pancake houses anymore, but 150 have closed.
I'll pour one out for the IHOP, man.
Pour one out for the IHOP. Godiva Chocolate, we don't care about them. Soup Plantation, I've never heard of these guys.
That is an interesting title.
It sounds like a West Coast kind of location. Like that's something like the Californians would go to. For some, I don't know why I'm thinking that way, but I just think it that way. Le Pain Quotidien, this is more specifically down like in Louisiana, or quite a few down the south. Down south have closed, and they've actually filed for bankruptcy. So sorry to those guys. Specialty Bakery, never heard of them.
Yeah, no.
They've closed. Bravo. But there's one slide here. Here's a funny one.
Wow.
So right before, the same year, right, Sean? 2019, the January 2019, the location right next door to us closed. There was like a big space that was kind of missing. These guys actually took that space, and it became 2 floors. Bar Louie. They thought it was going to be the place to go. I mean, for a while it was, but then it just kind of closed. They actually filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy also. So just to kind of nail the narrative here, if you can order, let me make it a little more personal. If you can order, a little zoom. If you can order, go ahead into the main website of the restaurant that you're going to, so they can get full funds of said money, so they can keep afloat, because it's almost like over 70%, Sean, of restaurants will be closing this year. I mean, there's a couple of new ones trying to open, but just just the way the pandemic is hitting, is not happening, man. But yeah, nothing too crazy. That's all we got. It was kind of a short day. I do want to say the only thing that's coming up is St. Patrick's Day on March. But what do we typically do during this time of year, though, Sean? Do you remember? In March? Besides the St. Patty's Day.
I mean, there's no there's. I feel like there was like a chowder, definitely like a chowder promotion would happen roughly around this time, but
Something bigger.
That
First
like,
quarter.
double lobster promotion was one.
Almost. That's every 3 years. But remember, no, March is when they roll out the quarter switch menu switch.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I was thinking about promotions.
It's okay. No, I was like,
yeah,
technically yes. Yeah. So we will get the new menus for April. Maybe second week of April in March. So we can soft roll it out to staff, make sure everybody understands what they're eating, make sure everybody knows where the food is coming from, etc. But that is usually what happens in March. So it's like a good month to do so, because St. Patty's Day is not really busy at a restaurant.
No, not for us.
I mean, we were a fish restaurant. What do you do on St. Patty's Day? Everybody goes out to drink on bars. So if you were a bar,
you do it right.
Yeah, you do pretty good. But yeah, not too crazy, Sean. Sean, I do want to just get a word of the day. I'm not going to play the little porny outro. But do you have anything?
I do,
to say
but it's
to
not
our
really
people?
a word of the day. It
doesn't have to be a word.
Yeah, it's kind of a personal story. And normally I don't do this, but I'm gonna bring you guys inside my house. So,
are we?
Let's
should I get more personal?
Safe
Is that
search
too
off.
personal? That's too personal. I think.
All right. So, wow. I guess this started a couple of months ago. So yeah, my wife and I, we've been together. We've been married. We're coming up 4 years this year, and we've been together 3 years before that. So, you know what they kind of say about like the 7-year itch. You kind of need to do some things a little differently, spice things up, in the home.
Got it.
But sometimes this can be a sensitive subject to kind of bring up. Like, it's hard to approach. So yeah, I mean, you kind of read the vibe, and I realized a few weeks back that the vibe was there for spicing things up. We're sitting on the couch, watching TV, and something caught my eye. I looked over at her, and I realized it caught her eye too. I'm like, "Are we doing this?" And she's like, "I know, man. I don't know. She's, do you want to?" I didn't want to. Look, I was excited. I was really excited, but I had to temper that excitement because I didn't want to scare the proposition that was about to go down from actually happening. So I was like, "Yeah, babe, we could do this. Are you comfortable?" And she's like, "Well, it has to be my choice." And I'm like, "Hey, it should be your choice. We're doing this, right?" She's like, I can't make any promises, but I don't know, maybe." So, a couple weeks pass. Again, it slipped my mind. We were watching TV, whatever. Things happen, But sure enough, my wife, she stepped out and she brought something new into our life. Yeah. Now, look, like I said, you can have a good thing, and it can last a long while. It could be a good old thing. But sometimes a new thing might be the right thing.
What the hell is it, Sean? Don't leave me in suspense here.
In the air fryer.
Oh my God. So how is the air fryer? That was a whole thing for the air fryer?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, it's a big step. It's a big step.
You know what? That is a big step.
Man, I mean, look, like, we've been together so long. We've been in this house so long. COVID is,
Got it.
you know, putting a strain on, you know, our creativity, my creativity. You know, I'm looking at that stove every day. Like, damn, those same 4 burners, those 2 oven racks. Should I use the microwave? Nah, I can't do that. Can't cheat on my baby. I can't do it.
Wow.
But, you know what I'm saying? The wifey was like, we gotta change it up. We gotta find a new way to look at the same thing, but do it better. And it immediately changed our life.
Yeah.
Look, man, things that were taking 45 minutes are getting done in 33 minutes, 25 minutes, and getting done right. Okay. Seasoned right. Crispy, hot.
That
air fried. It should actually, you know what? That's the wrong name for that thing. It shouldn't even be called like an air fryer. It should be called like a turbo roaster. I know air frying is like sexy, right? Like you're just like,
It is.
I'm American. I like fried food. Everything is fried food. What if I could fry it quicker with air? But no, it's a turbo roaster, man.
Which one did you get?
We got a 5-quart one from I guess the company is called like Power XL. Yeah, Power XL.
Oh,
I think it might have happened. Yeah, similar to that. You know, I think it happened to be on sale at Target or whatever have you. But yeah, dude, when she brought it in, I was like, oh snap, it's about to go down. And like I said, normally I would not bring you into the house in this particular way. But, but I think that maybe you think that you might need to spice things up. And you might. But you need to talk to your partner about that. Figure it out. Have some ground rules. Throw those rules out the door. Like, you're not going to stick to them. It's going to get weird. You're going to try new things, sticky things, hard things, wet things, whatever. Put them in the air fryer. It's going to happen in a lot less time than you realize, but it's probably going to be all right.
Gotcha. Well, this is the version that we have, Sean. We have this one over here.
Fancy.
They're all the freaking same. They're literally all the same.
They operate with the same. Yeah.
But we have the ones with
that's a dope looking one.
Pizza, fish, from muffins, fried chicken.
Yeah.
You want a steak. Do you
have a favorite button on the machine thus far?
No, I just turn it on and set the temperature. Okay. And said I don't even care because it's all the same thing.
Yeah, man.
They think they got
right
you.
Right now, it's me and that French fry setting. Yeah, we got a thing going on, man. Like, you know, I might try that shrimp button next, but French fry is my first, and you never forget your first. You just don't. True. Change your life.
So Sean is condoning an ad for was it electro burner? What did you say?
Yes, it's a turbo roaster.
A turbo roaster.
Yeah, man.
It's was it? I don't want to say a poor man's convection oven, but it's technically a convection oven. That's what it is.
Man, it's the smart man's convection turbo roaster.
It's I get it. Hey, now you're in the game.
Sometimes you hear, you know, a lot of people talk about something, and you know, you got to see if the hype is real. The hype is real. It goes down.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to put any oil. It just does it for you. Like it's all good. So
easy to clean. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't ask any questions. It knows why it's there. And when you're done, you just put it away. Again, it's what our relationship needed.
Nice. Well, you know what, Sean? You can, if you want to learn more about the air fryer, you can tweet Sean MetroCardX on Twitter.
All right, safe search on.
He will make sure to to tweet you all about the new. Oh, maybe you got some new recipes that you can be like trying out because of the new fancier equipment that you have. Now that you have a mini convection oven, you can actually try like just a mini bit instead of fucking using the big ass oven instead. So small batches, you can try it out. Hey, I'm all for it. You can you can text us and email us anything at AskChefSalty@gmail.com. And the full episode and the full podcast is on YouTube, specifically the video format. That's what we kind of push because it's a definite show. You can see Sean and my face on video, and you know what? Let's make it a little more intimidating, a little bigger, huh? Yo, my floors are really shiny, ain't it?
Yeah,
look at that shit.
Yeah,
you see that?
There's a lot of the floors are
like
reflecting
in the back
the TV
over there?
stands. Like it's crazy.
I buffed the shit out of it.
So you've been getting at it. I see.
Been getting at it. But other than that, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in. We should be back again next week. Like I said, March is only St. Patty's Day, so let's think of some new recipes or maybe some what's that word I'm looking for, Sean? Like things that you do on said normal day. I cannot English for the life of me. Am I hungry? Do I need food? What I cannot.
Yeah, let us know what kind of traditions
it.
you have for the day.
Oh my God! Thank you. Traditions.
Hey,
wow.
Hey, maybe what you like to do is drive around and hang out in a parking lot and slurp down a shamrock shake. Maybe.
I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna look it up and then we can talk about it next week. Okay,
right.
As it's coming up. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, from Sean and myself,
peace out, internet.